identity work, the inner work, fixing the inner world first. These are the most important things. And those two things are not the things that we can do when we are so busy, when we don't have a clear head space, when we cannot stop, when, we're just doing. And then we wonder why, we have a life where, on paper, it feels like this should be good. But within, we still do not feel that great with the life that we have, because we've just clouded everything up. We're not really in touch with what we really want, and we're not we don't have the space to take the time to vision that what we really want, to embody what we really want, and hold it until it becomes a reality. And this is one of the most crucial elements for manifestation. And this is the thing they've taken away from us when they've taught us that we've got to be doing, we've got to be busy in order to get what we want. They've literally told us a lie. They've told us a lie, because they know that if we know that actually it's more about the identity, it's more about the inner work first, maybe we will slow down. Maybe we will start to prioritize that over the busyness. And then if we did that, maybe they wouldn't have more control over us. So, this is an invitation. This is an invitation to start to think about things a little bit differently. Because I know for me, when I look back and I look at all those manifestations, truly, it really started with the inner work. It started with my inner world. It started with me seeing that vision. It started with me holding that vision every day in every space that I could find. And doing the activations, there's like what we call the quantum meditations that helps me to really tap deeply into it. Those are the inner work. Those are the things that helps us create big stuff in a way that doesn't overwhelm us. The business, the busy, the having to do. Yes, we're human. We have to take action. But sometimes we have to stop and see whether those things are actually holding us back, whether they're keeping us small, whether they're and when I mean keeping us small, like maybe in doing those things, maybe you might be falling ill, you might be becoming overwhelmed, you might be, doing a job that's giving you anxiety. So instead of you moving forward in the way you could, you're actually not doing that. And we think, we're doing the things that we've been taught to do. So manifestation begins with the inner work. Manifestation begins with fixing your inner world. Because when we fix our inner world and we start within, we're able to see the vision. We're able to hold the vision, which leads into that identity work of holding and becoming that person even before we see it. And before you know it, you're, working 4 days a week, you're working 3 days a week. I don't know what it is for you. Or you're doing a job that doesn't feel like work. Or, your version, everybody's version of success is so different. But you're living that and you're like, I don't even know how that happened. But it happened because you started with your inner world. You did the inner work. You started to embody it. You started to do the identity work. And then you're like, this is interesting. Anyway, so if this type of work is like something you like to venture into, like in month 5 of the journey of people, when clients come into my world, when they get to about month 5, I make them do this identity work, like deeply, all that month. For 1 month, I give them things to do, like literally it's like every 2 days, every 3 days, they literally change, like they step into the identity that, they're calling in. Like we it's like you follow these things and your reality changes. We step into a new reality in like that 30 days. So even though all my work is still identity work, it's like working with quantum meditation activations, which is all inner work stuff, but that specific month we focus on just literally changing your whole reality. And I love this work because for me it's like just showing you what I'm doing. So I hope you watch this. If you have any questions, as usual, you can DM me and ask me any questions. And yeah, if you're working on something big and you want to talk about it, I'd love to talk to you about it too.